Hey Mitch, this is Jay, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring more customers into your business. And oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners, they're too busy to running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. So sometimes the only hesitation they have when they're hiring someone is, well, they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. So I found that by giving people a free, easy attack plan, uh, the actual things that they can do to impact their business for free. So this has resulted in some local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Jay, can you please do this for me? So if by the end of this video, you've liked what you heard and you can see that I do have a few tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, well, shoot me a message back and we'll chat. Or if at the end of this business, anyhow, if you want to use this free attack plan, you can do that too. So now, let me show you 3 things that'll set this company apart from the competition and not to waste any more of your time or mine. Let's talk about your website. You've got a nice looking website here. You've only got about, 250 words of content on here. What we're going to talk about is basically what Google is looking for so they know where to put websites, okay? Google would like to see at least 1,500 words of content or more than whatever your top competitor is. And you want to have keyword rich buyer intent keywords within that content also, okay? I think I clicked on a page and I didn't go back. So you've got nice images on here. Now another thing to be aware of is that we can put keywords behind these images too, and that helps Google even more. So Google wants to know who you are and what do you do, and then they can decide where they want to put you. So you got some great images here. I like this. Okay. All right. Now let's go over and see who your top competitor is. Front Range Stone is the top #1 organic way at the moment, and they've also got a nice looking website. Now they don't have that many keywords either. They've only got about 500 keywords, but they're on top. And part of the reason they're on top is because they've got some really good backlinks. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, how did I find these guys? Well, what I did is I went over to Google and I put in granite countertops, Denver. That's one of the keywords that brings in a lot of volume, so that's one of the ones I use quite a bit. And so what happens when I put that in there is I get the map pack, and in the map pack there's always 3 businesses up in the map pack. And the way these businesses get up here is their Google business profile has to have more citations than any of the other ones. So Colorado Stone and Granite has more citations than Denver Granite, okay? And what is a citation? Well, citations are your name, address, and phone number all over the internet. So these are just representations of citations, and citations are also directories. So you want to have more of those than these guys, and there's thousands of them. So let's just say that Colorado Stone and Granite has 25 citations. Well, you probably want to make sure you have 50 or 60 citations, because this is a static, not a static area up top here. Things move around every once in a while. So if you have more citations than these guys, you'll be able to stay up there. Keep your Google business profile up in that area. Now when we scroll down, we come to the #1 organic website here, and that's Front Range Countertops, and Front Range Countertops, and then Granite Depot, and then we've got Granite Liquidators. Now, how do we find out how these guys are doing? Well, there's a tool that I use here. It's called Ahrefs, And Ahrefs, I can put any URL in here and it'll give me all this information. This is the information we use primarily up top here. Organic keywords, and which also is going to relate to the organic traffic, okay? You want to have buyer intent, keyword rich content. Now you've got a lot of good keywords in here with the quartz countertops Denver, granite remnants Denver. So I think you're doing not too bad here, okay? I think where you're hurting is that you need to have more content on your front page with some of these keywords in there, okay? And the next thing is backlinks. Backlinks are basically one website linking to another, and in Google's eyes that gives you more authority. So if site A is linking to site B, in Google's eyes that gives site B more authority. So and another thing with backlinks is not all backlinks are created equal. So some people have 1,500 backlinks, but they're not good backlinks, and so they're not doing very well. There's other, and maybe the next thing I'm going to show you will kind of open that up. You want to have quality backlinks that are relative to what you do, and if you do that, that gives more power to your website, okay? So let's look at a couple of these real quick. Okay, you got spam, 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 domain traffic, you got 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, spam, spam. So we want to disallow these and get some good backlinks in there. And let's go look at Front Range Stone, okay? Front Range Stone, they've got about a little over 2,000 organic keywords, and they've got about 2,000 organic traffic. Now we can make sure you have some of those keywords if that's what you want to do. As far as backlinks, this is a representation of what I was talking about. They don't have to have that many backlinks to be in #1 up in Google, okay? So they've got, 679 traffic, 7,000 traffic, 71 traffic. They've got a few spammy links also, but they have more good links than they have spammy links. So what we would do is make sure that you get some of those backlinks to make sure that you can get up in #1 there. All right, so what we talked about here in closing is we talked about content. We want to have at least 1,500 words of buyer intent, keyword rich content, all right, on your front page. And then for your Google business profile, if you want to be up in the map pack, you need to have more citations than the other people that are up in the map pack. So again, we talked about the figures on that. And then link juice, linking one website to another. You want to have more relevant sites pointing to you to show Google that you have authority. Somebody like Pizza Hut, well, that wouldn't be a relative link for you because you don't sling pizzas. So you want to have relative sites linking to you. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google. And you can either go with this information I provided for you today, and you can do this on your own, and I'm cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself time, you can give me a call at 303-913-4779. Once again, my name is Jay, and my number is 303-913-4779. Mitch, I look forward to talking to you. Take care.